Traditionally, we think about the food bank at Christmas or holidays, but this week is Together is Amazing campaign at Shaw, because we would like to remind everybody that every time of year is time to donate.
So this time of year is kind of the time of year when our stocks start to dwindle from our major food drives at Christmas. You know, food banks are traditionally thought of around holidays, so we get a lot of stock in Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, but you know, this spring and summer is a really hard time for us to be able to keep our stocks up. It's where we do the most food purchasing because some of our staple items such as like pasta sauces and hamburger helper, canned meats and things like that are when we run out of those things the most this time of years and our shelf starts to look a little bare. We like to keep our hampers really consistent for our clients, and so being able to have a major food drive at this time of year definitely helps us with that.
Back in 2010, Shaw started their Together is Amazing initiative. The idea was that amazing things can happen when an entire community binds together. The first project was to assist in the cure for hunger in Canada by filling the food banks. In 2010, together across Canada, with the help of generous corporations and giving communities, they raised 2.6 million pounds of food. As the need for the food bank is greater this time of year, Shaw, with the help of SMS Equipment and Mix 103.7, kicked off their Fill the Food Bank food drive at the McDonald Island this past weekend.
So far, this has been fantastic. We've got a fair amount of food behind us here and quite a bit of cash donation as well.
Just recently, Fort McMurray was named, once again, the most giving community in Canada by the United Way, a statement that was prevalent as Fort McMurrayites demonstrated their unbelievable sense of generosity, which never seems to amaze Mayor of this region, Melissa Blake.
We have that inherently in the community, and it doesn't matter what the cause is. It just seems that people come out in spades to get behind a good cause. And again, when I talk about the food bank, my own analysis is that there are many things that require support, and whether it's affordable housing or it's the diseases that affect people in their day-to-day lives, there's nothing more prominent in a person's day than the need to eat or have food or feeling of satiation in their bellies. And so whether you're sick and hungry or you're homeless and hungry, hungry is hungry. And so for me, that's the first thing that I want to take care of.
Throughout the two-day kickoff at McDonald Island Park, an unbelievable amount of donations were coming from the youth of this community.
I think it's amazing. I think that it shows that our community puts a value on volunteerism and giving back and sharing prosperity at all ages. And I think that it's a really good life lesson for our kids. And I think that it just shows the value that our kids have in our community. And it's a lesson for them. And, you know, a lot of kids, when they come into the food bank to bring in a donation, we'll take them on a quick tour. The Girl Guides, the Cub Scouts, and and Girls Inc. and groups like that all come in and work shifts in the food bank throughout the year. And I just think it really helps to provide them with a life lesson about the value of helping others and the value of ensuring that everybody has the most basic things in life, which are food, shelter, and clothing, really.
With the help of the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo and local peace officers, after 1.5 days of donations, the SMS Equipment Truck collected just over 5,000 pounds of food and just under $7,000. Once full, the heavy hauler drove the 5-kilometer journey to the Fort McMurray Food Bank, where the load was unloaded by unbelievable volunteers.
I think it's important to give back where we live. You know, a lot of these people, through the conversations, they depend on it. And at the end of the day, if the food bank ever goes empty, a lot of people don't know what to do.
This Together is Amazing campaign does not wrap up until May 11th this Friday, so there's still time to donate. You can bring your donations to Shaw and Beacon Hill, to the Fort McMurray Food Bank right downtown, or you can go online to togetherisamazing.com. In Fort McMurray, I'm Bianca Jade for Shaw TV.